All right, well, it's going now, so you got to mind your P's and Q's.
Go for it.
It's going.
Activate the live.
We're activated.
Go on.
Hey, guys, what's up? We do live video here, Wednesday. 2 people in here. Here's Carter.
This was supposed to be Wheelie Wednesday, but we're too busy, so we're building motors and stuff.
We got too much stuff to do. And there's Chris. Chris is back. Chris had a nice winter vacation. How is it being back to work, Chris? He doesn't know how to explain it.
It's hard.
This is
I don't get to sleep until 10. I have to like actually make food.
for yourself?
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
Huh.
It's
Interesting.
good to actually work.
All right. Chris Olson back to work. He's the one that's got that rad Vespa. This guy over here, everybody's seen. So yeah, this thing's an absolute beast. And then more projects. Bug Guy's gonna get built. Your Brewster custom build still at Ash's, getting the welding done. That guy, we're doing a new wheel on Ryan Anderson's 125. Swing arm selection for adding a second shock. I don't know how you'd add a second shock to a scooter, a swing arm. Jonas said he wants to hear the sound effects Carter's making in this short video. Oh yeah, because I started posting, you're like, what?
Just now?
Well, I started to, and it was rolling, I didn't know it, and he must have heard it.
That's top secret only.
That's top secret.
Actually, that was the RC1 making noises in back, so.
Yeah, you can't, if you guys want to hear Carter's custom noises, you actually have to be at one of our events or whatever, listen to it. So, actually, perfect timing. Somebody asked earlier, I made a video yesterday on how not to hammer cranks in,
Oh, yeah, here
and
we
this
go.
is the proper way of
These
doing
are
it.
awesome. There's no going back once you've used one of these tools.
Nope.
Not at all. And they come with these spacers, because sometimes this will basically, if you're going off this boss, there's not enough surface area to
Yep.
actually, you'll screw up the seal surface here. So these rods are meant to give you something true to pull that crank back out. And usually this CVT surface and your stator side, the outer, like the fan edge or whatever, will be true enough that it pulls the crank straight in.
And what do you got going on here? Explain to people.
This is for the seal. You can use 2-stroke oil, but I like using assembly oil on the lip of the seal when they're brand new. You want it like oil, grease, anything that's not just bare rubber, because that rubber, your first start, you just imagine rubber on steel, it's going to make a really bad. Yeah,
Bad stuff.
Yeah.
So, so we're doing this is just like an OEM refresh on this guy, right?
Complete refresh, AF18, Japanese
So
motor.
this is Brian's AF18 Japanese motor,
27 DO, I think.
AF27.
Yeah.
Does it help to chill the crank bearing?
Yes.
Yes, it does. We always have. We have otter pops and bearings in our freezer at all times.
Yeah, exactly. You want to chill your bearings, like ideally overnight or whatever, but you can get away with not. And then you want to either use like a heat gun or a torch to heat up your cases.
Okay.
And then the bearings, if you get them straight, they'll like drop in. You don't even need to hammer them in.
Well, greetings, Michael. So yeah, if you guys end up doing custom builds, this is what we do all the time, and most of the time Carter does them because he's good at what he does. So DO AF18 here, just getting a refresh, bearings and seals and stuff for a local. So again,
Really
it's
cool. He's gonna have. This is gonna be. I think he's running 8s and stuff on that. He's gonna go full JDM.
Oh really?
Yeah, he likes his Japanese scooters.
Yeah, he has some cool bikes.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Alright, so.
Good. You want to maybe somebody since I got this
We'll be
thing
right
going.
over there. Hold on just a second.
Okay. This guy, Joe, is working on what turned into a rack apparently. So not too thrilled about that, Chris. It's got a nice little layer of dust on it here. I can watch my engine in real time. Where else can you get that? Yeah. So this guy. The cases, Joe's working on the cases right now. The crank's coming back from Italy. They had to get rebuilt. So that is just a pile of parts right now. My 200 is waiting to get done because Bruce's pre-bug is in line in front of that. So what did he do? Just give you a different nether cylinder?
It's a good used cylinder. Yeah.
What about it? Did he have a new pit? What is this?
Yeah, it's a new aftermarket piston.
Is it?
I don't know who made it or whatever, but it seems to be okay.
Cool.
That's cool.
Japan.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Piston. It looks old school. Oh, Taiwan actually. But that's the old school piston kit.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool.
Hey, Carter, you don't have a helix anymore. Are you getting the parts one?
I have some stuff left.
So
Sure.
that's
Just that rusty
that's your
one I think I
vacuum
threw
port.
away.
So
yeah, there's when I looked on YouTube.
on the NCY Dio kit, that you need to just compare it. Hold on a second here. What's my pre-bug look like on live video? Is it here?
Yeah.
Squeeze by
That's
here.
like $200 usually. Have to do it.
Is your pre-bug here, Brandon? Brandon, I don't see a pre-bug here. Nice try though. On the NCY, I got a bin back here with a bunch of random miscellaneous. This is like I'm tired of looking at it. Box, and it just gets thrown in here. I got a bunch of good stuff, but I already got to put it in. But so you have two different keyways on the NCY rotor, and guys, I only have 3 of these rotor kits left. So that's the last of the production. I may make them again, I may not. I'm on the fence. But if you want this kit, DD50, ZX50, AF16, AF18, H2O mechanic, yeah, you'll find that a lot of cranks are really not true. It's pretty uncommon to have a good true one. So when you take out your flywheel on your bike, all you have to do is set it on the table next to this one, okay? And then set this part straight down, and you'll see one is about not quite 90 degrees, maybe like 80 degrees out. All you have to do is just line it up in the same one that your original flywheel matches. So one's gonna be for AF18, and DD50 and ZX50. One's gonna be for AF16. So you'll see other kits for sale. Tita makes one, and there's some other they're all the other Taiwan brands, but know that they don't come with 2 flywheel key slots. They just come with one for AF18, and they'll tell you, oh yeah, you can run this on AF16. Well, good luck running on AF16 because you're not gonna be able to line it up. These are plug and play. They run, you just plug them, you take yours off, put this right on. They also come with a jog fan, a lightweight jog fan, or it comes with or you run your OEM Dio fan, or Elite fan with this as well. But lightweight, they're tiny. I don't have an Elite one here, but roughly it's very similar to this. This is a little bit bigger than the Elite and Dio, but that's very similar comparison. This is, I want to say, this is about 1/3 of the weight of the Elite one. This is a Get one, but just because I had it here on my mess of whatever. This is my shelf, 2-stroke oil, visors, stickers, just all kinds of junk here. So this is actually, this is pretty funny. This is what you get with, I gotta show you guys this. So some guys are buying like these kind of homemade-ish Taiwan pipes or Philippines, Taiwan stuff. And you wonder why you have exhaust leaks and you run lean and you can't ever get your flange to seal. This is a brand new pipe we had here, and this is what you get, okay? So, in random, I wasn't even thinking about this, but keep in mind, when you guys are buying exhaust pipes, okay, if this flange is not true, and again, this is a brand new pipe. This is a brand new pipe. It was mounted on the bike one time, and this is what you end up getting with really when you get the low quality kind of handmade stuff. Not to say that they may not run okay, but this is what you're looking at. So just because I had it here versus something like this, okay? That's the difference. And what's funny is that pipe there I showed you is actually the same price as this. This is the flange for I can't remember. This is a Big Evo flange, but this is what you get for quality compared to some of the handmade stuff. So keep that in mind when you guys are buying exhaust pipes and all that good stuff. So a few things we need to, yeah, 5-year-olds. I think it's child labor pretty much, Eric. We have some high torque GY6 starters in here because we get people coming in with GY6 builds that their starters are always dying. And then we got some more MBTs in. These are for the 2002, 2011 Zumas. Yes, you're right. Good and cheap. So you can have one or the other. So this is a DD19 kit. Comes with the CDI and your charging system and your coil. Really nice kit. Instructions are great if you can read French. If you can't, then best of luck to you. We'll help you out to some extent. But we do have videos on how to set these up. They are definitely a little bit tough if you've never done it before. So I'll set it somewhere in the DD on the MBT pile. So we got really super stocked up on a bunch of this stuff. Gianelli pipe. So Gianelli and Aero are kind of the same company, but G&L is basically like the cheaper version of from what I've seen on most of the pipes. So I'm sure it's probably fine depending on what it's on. They are absolutely horrific pipes on the Yamaha Zumas and Prebugs. They're just about as bad as stock. So I don't know about all the other variations, but I know those ones aren't good. So what's up, buddy? What's up, Paul? So yeah, you guys, we have a ton of Melosi stuff, cranks, we have a ton of shocks, we have a ton of overranges, cylinders, overranges, bunch of NCY shocks as well, contra springs. We have some Too Fast stuff, Yoshimura stuff, and then just piles of more MHR stuff like this. Yeah, basically you got it. It's G&L is like their cheaper, the kind of their cheaper version of the Aero. So another thing, anybody building motors, you guys need Honda Bond. We probably sell 300 of these packets a year. They last a long time, and you guys build motors. This is a really important thing. So I may as well go over some of the tools we have too that can make your guys' life easier that you probably don't know we have. We have pulley holders. You can use these on your clutch. You can use it on your clutch bell. You can use it on your variator. So Brandon, I need you to do that to my account again. Never had one. I just made. Okay, you had an account, Paul. I saw it on there, but I'll help you out, buddy. Gasket scrapers, these things are super nice, and they're not gonna dig too deep into your cases and whatnot. These are really important. They're great to have. And we have some fuel shutoffs. We have some tire spoons. We have Allen wrenches. We have your spark plug micrometer. We've got a wrench for the nuts as well on the clutch. We have a spark plug tester, so you can actually just hold this up, poke this up against the wire, kick it over and see if the bike's sparking. What do we got back here? Valve core remover tools. We have valve gauges, or air gauges. We have those, buddy. Any suggestions on switches? Yes. Give me a split second. What exhaust do you carry for RT50? Doesn't require jetting. Every single exhaust can require jetting on an RT if it's aftermarket. Anytime you get more power, you need jetting. So there's no real way around it. So, okay, so David, okay, so we have jet cleaning brushes as well. We have a bunch more tools, but on the carbs, let me show you guys something on the carb. So the brand is kind of irrelevant, but here's what you're gonna look at here, okay? So here's a CP. If your air idle screw is on the air side of the slide, if your air idle screw is here, the more you turn this out, the more air you're allowing in. So the leaner, the more you pull this out, the leaner on this side. If you do it on this side, some carbs, you've got the air idle screw on this side. I think maybe Mikuni's that way, I can't remember. If your air idle screw is on this side, when you pull it out, it allows more fuel in. So this side controls your fuel, this controls your air. Just remember your slide is the deciding factor on what side's gonna adjust what. So this we keep above Carter's little box of shame here. So that Polini Evo cylinder he put on a stock crank, like a $340 cylinder. Hey Carter, how long did that really expensive, really nice Polini Evo?
Really run. Yeah, it was $275 or something.
Yeah. And how many miles were on that crank? Was it like 40,000 miles on the stock crank or something?
Oh yeah, that 38,000 kilometers.
38,000, and it was like one run.
Yeah, but it wasn't the crank.
Was it?
The fucking wrist pin clip came out.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, one of those stupid W ones.
Oh, okay.
I've only ever had problems.
And what's funny is that's Vic's nitrous plate we had made years ago, Vic Delors or whatever, a long time ago. But Chris is over here doing some important things. What are you doing?
Making invoices for customers.
Oh, making invoices for customers.
Hey, do we have any deal reads that are individual or just these like packs of them?
We have individual deal reads.
I might have some in my toolbox.
Yeah, probably.
Brian Baker, if you're watching, what's up?
I don't know of any taller center stands, to be honest, on an RT. My girlfriend's got 2013 Metro. What can I do to liven it up? Aside from big bore, you don't want to I wouldn't do a big bore on a mat. They're very expensive and they don't really do a ton. What I would do is do a variator, and yeah, I would start with doing some transmission stuff. So, so we have somewhere in here, we have Minarelli Zuma transmission bolt kits. Those replace all your bolts for your transmission. We got boost bottles in, ton of grips, rotors and whatnot. I'm trying to think, we got some other new items in. Zuma air boxes. What's a cheap exhaust for a mild contested build? For which cylinder, Andrew? For like a Zuma or something else? And we got ram mount grips in. We got the AF16. Let's see here. A cheap exhaust. Actually, a cheap exhaust is going to be, I've got them up there. We have YMS exhausts are like 130 bucks. It's going to be kind of, this isn't it, but it's going to be kind of this same style. If you go to our website and type in YMS, you'll see them. It's actually, I've got one very similar on my bike. Not the exact same one, but basically that pipe right there. That's what we have there. A video discussion on reeds? What do you want to hear about reeds, Florida man? Oh, boost bottles, I could go either way. I don't know if they really do anything or if it's a gimmick, but some people swear by them. They look cool, but I couldn't really say one way or the other if, you know, what type of gains you're going to see. But people want them and people buy them. So we've got C16s, Yasuni Rs. We have one Vastro stroker pipe. If anybody wants a stroker pipe for cheap, we have those. That's the last one. We're not getting any more. We have a few of the Too Fast Stinger pipes, and I think I'm just going to quit making the Too Fast pipes all in all. So those two are going to be the last ones left. This is the Polini 4Race 4 for the vertical Zuma. These are super, super nice pipes. Sound really good. They come on really hard. This is a NCY exhaust. We sell a ton of these things. It's actually pretty nice for the price there. I think they're 150 bucks, or 180 actually, somewhere in there. Nice slip fit here. You've got a little coupling here as well. It's machined. Pretty thick flange, really easy to mount. I think they're gonna start doing these in blacks. I told them the blue's kind of not the greatest. So this actually I think runs a little bit better than a Yasuni R. It's kind of what I would put between a Yasuni R and a C16. So how strong is the Polini for race crank versus the Evo? Okay, so the 4Race cranks, first off, these are a low primary compression crank. The photos aren't accurate on these. They're a low primary compression crank. That being said, on a vertical, an Evo crank is overkill. And I don't actually think they make I don't know if they make the Evo cranks anymore for verticals, but it's kind of overkill. But if you want the best of the best, Evo crank is definitely the best. As far as horizontals, this is what I would run. I would run this on something like a Sport Kit, a Hyper Race. If you were to do like an MK, you know, an MHR that was race ported and all that good stuff, and you were going to track it and race it, I would go with an Evo crank or a Melosi crank. These are killer cranks for like 90% of the guys doing builds. But if you want like something that's going to spin 14,000 RPM, which is pretty uncommon for most people, I would probably go with an Evo crank. But Evo cranks are, you know, 280 bucks for Polini Evo crank or more, and these are under 175 or something like that. So these are going to be really good for 99% of the people. I love these cranks. I run them in my bike. They make a lot of torque, and they're really good cranks. So so that's what's going on with those, and we're still trying to get these taller gears or overrange variator, both with pre-bug, with taller gears or overrange. I'd start with the taller gears first, and then the overrange if I were you. And then we're trying to get more of these, and these are 43 mini strokes, really insanely high quality. I ran a test on these earlier. 19 millimeter Delodo carb on a 70 Zuma versus a 24 Polini. 24 is way too big on a 70 Zuma, because I'm guessing you're running like a Contessa, Corsa, or an Athena, something like that. Is 17 or 19 is perfect. 24 on a Zuma, you shouldn't be running 24 on a Zuma unless you're running like a full-blown race cylinder, or like like a stage 6 race or something. You don't need anything that big on that. So but again, these we're trying to get these guys in, get more of them. Also, these fuel tanks I talked about earlier, I just got them in, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but they're half sold. So actually, there's more than half are sold. So these are Dio fuel tanks that can be used pretty much on any bike, but they're an aluminum tank. Anyways, it's hard to take this out with one arm. Give me a second here. There we go. So these are an aluminum tank, and they come with the sending unit. They're just under a gallon, and these, like I said, half of them are already sold. So I doubt these will probably last another 2 days here. So these took me a few months to get. It was kind of a nightmare, but they're really nice, and they're going to fit under the seat of any bike. I need it. The chest mounts don't really work too good, to be honest. I've tried them, but these guys will go under any seat of a scooter. They almost double the capacity of many bikes. So if you guys want more fuel, these are $149. They're selling fast. They're gonna go, I was gonna put it under that seat, but there's no seat on that bike. So anyways, ran out of gas downtown on RT50, lack of a fuel gauge. Yeah, we have fuel gauges too as well, but those things are going fast. Another little project for a good customer, Matt Conrad. We took a Kimco ZX50 wheel and turned it down into a hub, and then he's got a machine. We got a machine wheel from Casey Jacks. So this is, I don't know how he's gonna do this, but this thing would just be a monster on that bike. So I got an Athena crank for an AF16. Ordered Polini bearings for it this morning. Yep, they'll work. So yeah, that's gonna be that'll be his ZX, which would be awesome. So next step, I need to go to the machinist, and he's basically got to take this and find a way to make this pattern work on this wheel. So he may have to basically weld more material on here or machine on a ring that has holes for that. But anyways, my machinist is really good on doing this stuff. It's a little bit of a process and it's a lot of work, but it's nice to be able to offer something like that for the customer, because I don't know of many scooter shops that are going to do that, especially for a Honda. If it was a Ruckus or Grom, they charge you $1 million and they do it for you, but not a lot of people are doing that for this. So it's rims for DD50. No, I mean, we could always make them, but so we didn't get the DD50 here in the United States, really. So, or on the mainland, we didn't get them. So there's not really any reason to source them here. And these are the Zuma pre-bug wheels. Should do what?
Should do a quiz the customer.
A quiz the customer?
Win a prize.
Win a prize. So these are the pre-bug wheels like I have on mine, and I probably won't do this again because people are complaining they're too expensive at $279 shipped. But these are 12-inch. They're your only options for bolt on and go. Well, you have to do a little bit of work, but it's really not too hard. But they're a lot better than stock. You can run many more tire options as well. That's what I run on my bike. Another thing we got in was these Prima Ram. They're not Rams. They're basically like a knockoff Ram mount, but they're Prima. They're really nice. I put one on my bike and I'm gonna test it out, ride some wheelies and whatnot. But it's honestly it's pretty good. I'd be a little leery about running like a $10. How like somebody's doing a burnout.
Is that a burnout bike?
Do we have a burnout bike anymore?
I got my GP1.
Oh,
it's got a brand new tire on it.
There's a Zuma there. Whose Zuma is that?
That's Brandon's.
Oh, he asked how my Zuma looked, and I said, I don't think it's here. He's like, it's gone. Where is it?
No, I took that one home already, actually.
Did he wash it?
I think it got a little overspray.
Dang, Brandon. Whoa. What are we doing to that?
Throttle cable and choke cable.
Throttle cable and choke cable. Black bike out front. Elite Ruckus CH250, and I'm putting this for sale, which is crazy. I didn't think I would, but I'm putting that thing up for sale because, as you can see, it doesn't get used. But that's a super rare, ugly bike, but it's a super rare 1990 Honda Elite 250, and I had to buy that. I forget I got it in like Oklahoma, and that thing is the only one I could find for sale in the U.S., and it's like a 85, 90 mile an hour bike, big bore kit, all that stuff. Super ugly, but it's really cool. Ruckus. I don't know. This is Ed's Ruckus. We went through this. It was in an accident. I think it had some front end damage. So we went through and redid, squared it all up, battery box, stem, legs, and whatnot. So that thing's all squared up. That's going to be for sale. My Elite's for sale. I just have to actually post it up on Craigslist. We got a bunch of new bikes. Nobody really cares about new bikes on the live. Carter's Derby, got this thing dialed in. It runs super good. So, and then dirt bike. Anyways, the bikes are stacked up in here still. So.
Oh, you got that really nice Trail 70?
That Trail 70 is sweet. Yeah.
It's got like a super old school, like 70s or 80s oil cooler on it.
We're gonna give this away at the end of the video. Not. I should just trick everybody. Be like, here's our giveaway, and then just not give it away at all. Yeah, this is a super clean 70. I saw that. What?
Yeah, Buddy Willis.
Yeah.
You can't get that year of handlebars. Apparently, is like almost impossible to find.
I mean, that thing's like not mint, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, and if that's original paint, which
It looks like it is. I mean, look at the detail. Those decals look original.
That looks like an old scratch and stuff. Yeah, I think it's original paint.
Ski. Look at this. Ron's Outdoor Services. Ski-Doo Sales and Services.
Oh, that's a rad sticker.
Edison.
It's all gold foil and stuff.
That's gangster.
Really
it's
cool.
totally original.
Yeah,
It's
it
got
is
like the
original paint,
surface
for sure.
rust
This
back
thing-
there.
Oh yeah, and it's got the VIN tag and everything on there.
This thing's really cool.
Really nice bike.
Look at that.
It runs pretty good too. These are really. I love these.
Yeah, I like to have a couple
They're
of these
just too
things.
damn expensive
They're
for
really
what they are.
expensive. Somebody said tell Carter I'll swap my zip for his GP1.
Ooh, what year?
He said what year?
RC1 already too.
Probably not. I think the only RC1s in the United States are.
I'll do that with $4,000 cash on it.
That seems fair.
Yeah,
How's your bike run?
runs really good.
I don't know how you haven't gotten a ticket yet. Yeah, all I hear is
It's really loud.
it's really.
Should we stutter for everyone?
I mean, yeah, probably. And this isn't the bike that was just bought this way. Carter built this bike, so. Right? Didn't you build this? Not to be built?
Yeah.
Oh. First kick. Jesus, that is loud. Oh, it's loud.
YSS style?
Smells good. God, the 94s just sound so much different than
Really
the
does.
70s. Yeah,
Totally different. Oh, that does smell really good, huh?
it smells really good.
Yeah, that's a Maxima 927. It's just about warm now. What, that smells like 927?
Yeah, we should make two-stroke car air fresheners. Yeah. Can we just like soak them in oil and then just, yeah.
Well, that's the thing with these big motors too. I think that I don't know what it is, but your twin seems to always start. It's like they start first kick easier than 70cc. It's like more. I don't know what it is, more compression or something.
My twin and the
this
my
bike's first kick
yeah.
every time, like literally just one soft kick and it'll start.
versus like a stroker Dio.
Oh yeah.
You have to kick it for like an hour just to get him to start.
Yeah, this thing's fun. Anybody coming out tonight?
What do you mean zoom out? I'm zoomed out, I think.
Pop out to you?
What?
Don't show these random wires sticking out.
I won't. How's that, Matt? So we're doing a ride tonight, Wednesday night. I'm not, because it's my daughter's birthday, and she'd be so mad.
Oh, so that means you're free on Friday or Saturday?
Yes. I don't know. Screen's not black. Maybe I'll just kill the video. I see it on my end, so.
Oh. What's it doing? It like
I don't know.
everything out?
Nothing. They're just like, hey, zoom out. It's all black.
Here,
I'm
let
like,
me look on the computer.
everybody's saying it's black, but this live is kind of glitchy. I see everything on my end.
Oh, well, it's demonetized now too because there's gorillas.
They're saying take the camera out of your pocket. I'm like, it's not in my pocket.
I think we got to tell Chris not to put Pandora on.
No.
Because it probably
Yeah.
demonetize that whole thing.
I'll have to, I don't know what to do. Do I just
let's see. I'm in
delete
there
the
right
video? Yeah, it's just,
No, let's see.
it's black.
Oh, it is, huh?
Weird. I don't know what's going on. I see everything on my end, so I'll just shut it off. That's a